Hi guys, welcome back. Season 5 is finally out for the Chinese version of Delta Force, and early access for Season 5 has been granted to some creators, including myself. So today we're going over the operator and weapon balance changes, along with the stats for the new weapons in both game modes. Without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into the breakdown. First, we have the KC-17, also known as the AM-17. It has a base price of just over 100,000 and deals 30 damage up to 55 meters, with barely any damage drop-off beyond that. It also has infinite 24 damage range with 48 armor penetration, a fire rate of 740 rounds per minute, and a muzzle velocity of 575 meters per second. The KC-17 uses 5.45 by 39mm ammo. In Warfare mode, it has a base damage of 24, but its damage drop-off happens pretty quickly. The fire rate remains the same, but the muzzle velocity is slightly lower at 500 meters per second. This weapon is only available for the support class, meaning only Stinger and Zoya can use it. Next, we have the Compound Bow. It has an infinite range one-shot potential to the head, dealing 153 damage up to 60 meters, with a 10% damage drop-off beyond that and 65 armor penetration. So, is this weapon broken? Well, in the right hands, it can be, but it's quite difficult to use for the average player, so we'll have to wait and see how it performs in real combat. Its base price is 60,000, with a fire rate of 182 rounds per minute and a muzzle velocity of 200 meters per second. It's not completely silent as some of you may expect, as the gunshot sound travels up to 30 meters, and compared to other weapons, it's really OP. It uses its own unique blue, purple, and gold ammo types, and prices may vary based on supply and demand. I've shared the current test server prices on the screen. In Warfare, you can get one-shot kills to any part of the body up to 10 meters, and up to 30 meters, head or chest shots will get the job done. Beyond that, only headshots will guarantee one-shot kills. It'll be a fun weapon to use, but it likely won't be as viable as other weapons in Warfare, as it's a fast-paced mode. Both Assault and Recon class operators have access to the bow. Next, we have all the operator and weapon balance changes. But before we dive into that, let's hear a quick word from today's sponsor. Struggling with high ping, lag spikes, or low FPS in Delta Force? You're not alone. These issues can be the difference between victory and frustration. But what if I told you there's a simple fix? Meet LegoFast, the official game booster for Delta Force. I've been using it for a while, especially when recording content for the Chinese version of the game. Normally I get over 250 milliseconds, but with LegoFast I can cut that down to 90, all with just one click. No more packet loss, no more server lag, just smooth gameplay. But that's not all. LegoFast boosts your FPS by optimizing your system and even allows you to overclock your GPU while allowing you to switch servers to any region effortlessly. Just pick your preferred server and node, hit boost, and you're set. And if you're struggling with map knowledge, their interactive overlay map shows spawn points, all loot locations, and extractions for all operations maps, including tough ones like Space City and Brackish. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting out, this feature gives you the upper hand, helping you navigate the battlefield like a pro. LegoFast isn't just for Delta Force. It works with thousands of PC and console games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Valorant, Apex, Marvel Rivals, Counter-Strike, and many more. So no matter what you play, LegoFast has you covered. Want to try it for yourself? Grab the free trial using the link in the description or pinned comment, and use code DASH for 30% off when you subscribe. Big thanks to LegoFast for sponsoring today's video. Let's start with the operator balance changes. D-Wolf is getting a slight nerf. His triple blaster sound now travels 100 meters instead of 50 in both modes. It's not a huge nerf, but it could make a difference in certain operation scenarios. Viron is getting a heavier nerf to his dynamic propulsion, also known as his dash ability. Its cooldown has been increased from 15 seconds to 20 seconds in operations. However, he can now dash in 8 different directions, and his dash can break through bulletproof glass windows. There are no changes for him in Warfare mode, though. Next is Nox, who's receiving a buff to his ultimate in both modes. When he activates Silent Assault mode, his movement speed increases by 15%, up from the previous 10%. In Warfare, he now has 2 Whirlwind Discs and 2 Tactical Flashbangs. Toxic is getting the most changes this season. In both modes, when her swarm system hits someone, there's now a sound effect. Another sound effect plays when someone tries to remove the swarm, giving her better timing to push or retreat. The vertical range of her swarm system has also been slightly increased, making it easier to hit enemies. Her blinding gas now hits the ground more quickly and releases smoke instantly, making it more effective. In operations, her Adreno boost now grants immunity to movement and aim speed penalties caused by equipment for a short period. In Warfare, Adreno boost gives her and her teammates a 10% movement speed bonus, but her Dragonfly Swarm system's maximum health reduction has been increased from 20% to 40%. Shepard is getting a small nerf to his sonic trap in both modes. You can now hear traps from 8 meters away, up from 7, and the sound of placing traps travels slightly further. Uluru, on the other hand, is getting a buff to his incendiary grenade, as its explosion radius has been increased from 4 meters to 5 meters in both modes. Finally, Sineva's grapple gun can now carry a dying operator or a loot box into the air when hooked. The Chinese translation was a bit unclear on this one, but I'll confirm the exact details once we have the global patch notes. That's all the operator balance changes. Now let's move on to the weapon balancing. Interestingly, this time, the developers are focusing more on attachments rather than the weapons themselves, which I actually like. But before that, there's an important change for the mobile version. They've significantly reduced the recoil reduction from breath holding and added an automatic breath hold setting for all weapons. Let's go through the changes mode by mode. First, for both modes, all marksman rifles are getting much needed buffs as they've been underused by players. SR-25 and SVD are getting improved firing stability, adjusted recoil patterns, better firing stability with canted sights, and recoil recovery increased from 50% to 100%. SKS is receiving the same changes, except for the recoil recovery buff. The PSG-1 is also getting improved horizontal and canted sight firing stability, but its muzzle velocity is being nerfed from 750 to 550 meters per second. The Mini 14 gets the same changes as the PSG-1, except for the velocity nerf. The SR9 is getting similar changes, along with a general improvement to its basic firing stability. For the AKM, the performance barrel combo will now significantly improve hipfire accuracy and recoil control. The practical long barrel combo will increase firing stability and slightly reduce recoil. Moving on to operation-specific changes, the K437 is getting a nerf to all its handling stats. The MP7's hipfire accuracy is also being nerfed. Its first 6 shots have reduced hipfire spread, but after that, the spread increases, making close-quarter fights more punishing. The SR-25 is getting a buff to its abdomen damage multiplier, increased from 0.9 to 1, and its limb damage multiplier from 0.4 to 0.5, making it more viable in operations. The M7's abdomen damage multiplier is also being increased from 0.9 to 1.0. The AKM is shaping up to be a meta weapon next season. Its base damage is increasing from 39 to 40. The performance barrel combo boosts the headshot multiplier from 1.9 to 2.5. The practical long barrel combo improves effective range and muzzle velocity from 18% to 30% and increases recoil control from +6 to +8. The CI-19 is getting effective range buffs too. Its base range is increasing from 27 to 35 meters, and its second damage drop-off range from 54 to 62 meters. There are also common attachment changes that affect multiple weapons. The practical suppressor now improves recoil control from -2 to +2 and stability from -3 to +2. The PBS Russian suppressor has reduced handling speed penalties from -13 to -4 and improved gunshot suppression from weak to high. The AK Brave fire suppressor is also being balanced, handling speed penalties reduced from -10 to -4, recoil control added, slight stability nerf from +4 to +3, and a new hipfire accuracy penalty. The Russian SMG precision suppressor is getting buffs to handling and hipfire accuracy. It's clear they want suppressors to be used more, so several others, like the M7 Practical Suppressor, Whisper Tactical Suppressor, SMG Echo Suppressor, Advanced Multi-Caliber Suppressor, and SR3M Stealth Suppressor, are also being rebalanced. You can see all the detailed changes on the screen. Finally, there are some Warfare-specific changes. The M7 Battle Rifle is getting a base damage increase, and the AKM's base chest damage is being buffed from 26 to 34, making it a beast in Warfare. However, using the AKM Performance Barrel drops the chest damage back to 26, but increases headshot damage from 49 to 52. The AKM Practical Long Barrel combo also reduces chest damage to 26, but boosts effective range and muzzle velocity from 9% to 15%. That's all the operator and weapon balancing coming with Season 5. There will be more updates, including operations map rotations, which I'll cover once the global patch notes are released. But based on experience, operator and weapon balancing is usually identical across both Chinese and global versions, so I wanted to bring you this information early. So if you found this information helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Delta Force content. Until next time, take care and happy gaming!